Want to know what's poisonous in your house for your dog? Well, we're going to talk about that in today's video. Hi guys, it's Chloe and Ted here from Everything Dogs with Chloe, and on this channel we help you keep your hairy hound happy and healthy by posting videos just like this one on what's poisonous for your dog in the house and anything else to do with your dog. So if you're new here and like our videos, please think about subscribing. Don't forget to click the bell so you don't miss out on any videos that we post, and don't forget to check out all the links down below. Let's get into the video. So there are a number of things that are poisonous to your dog in your household right now. There are more things that are poisonous than what I am going to talk about today, because otherwise I will bore you with a whole list that could be harmful to your dog. So today I'm going to list 5 things that are poisonous that you might not know that are harmful to your dog. So the first one is lilies. Lilies have a pollen inside of them, and if that pollen gets onto the floor and your dog eats it or licks it or anything like that, it's actually really poisonous to them. So it's incredibly harmful. If this does happen, and if you do believe that they might have eaten some of the pollen and they're showing signs of being really unwell, I would definitely take your dog to the vet. Don't hesitate, because this could become quite serious if you leave it for much longer. The other thing that is poisonous to dogs, which I kind of knew about, was some like ant bait or slug bait or some rat bait and things like that. Do not let your dogs eat the slug pellets. This is so important. And also, if you want to put like ant powder down on your garden, make sure that it's okay for dogs to be around it, because you don't want to find yourself in a tricky situation going to the vets because your dog has managed to eat some of the slug pellets or some of the ant powder and has become really unwell. This is not the best thing. I also recently posted a video on some foods that dogs could eat. I'll leave that link down below. But there are some foods that dogs cannot eat, and one of these that we know of very well is grapes. So grapes, raisins, sultanas, anything like that, they cannot eat. These are very toxic to dogs and can be extremely harmful to them. The other thing is alcohol. Now, some people might like to give their dog some alcohol whilst it's Christmas, or a bit of taste of beer, but I seriously would not recommend it. Some of this information has come from the Kennel Club website in the UK, but some of it is my own knowledge as well, and they have recommended that your dog does not drink any alcohol. Apart from anything else, maybe if they drink a little bit too much, they might get a little bit drunk, and then try and explain that to the vet whilst your dog is throwing up and walking all over the place, saying, yes, I let them have some beer. A little bit embarrassing. So I honestly wouldn't let your dog drink any alcohol. The other thing that is poisonous to dog, the final thing, which is number 5, which really surprised me, was daffodils. I was so surprised that daffodils were harmful to your dogs in the garden. So next year I might rethink planting some daffodil bulbs. My dogs don't eat flowers, they don't eat the plants, they just eat grass. So it is possibly highly unlikely that my dogs will eat the daffodil buds and it will become harmful to them. However, if your dog is known to eating some plants and some flowers, I would definitely take daffodils out of your garden straight away. So if you do find that your dog has eaten anything that is poisonous to them, please go and take them to the vet. What they may then do there is they may try and make your dog sick, and which will then encourage the toxins to come out of their body. They may want to keep them overnight just to monitor them just to make sure that nothing is going to happen to them through the night, or they may say they're good to go home with maybe some sort of tablets or antibiotics. So one of the main things that you can do to prevent your dog from having these poisons is prevention. So like a child, don't let them anywhere near any of your household things like bleach or your pills or your paracetamols or anything like that. Maybe take daffodils out of the garden, and maybe don't have lilies inside the house, or if you do, have them on a long surface so that if the pollen does drop onto the floor, it probably won't drop onto the floor, it will drop onto a surface. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are new here, please think about subscribing and clicking that bell so you don't miss out on any videos that I post. Also, don't forget to check out all the links down below, and remember to keep your dog away from any poisonous materials inside your home. So question of the day is, has your dog ever eaten anything that they shouldn't have done? Mine has. My Dachshund actually once managed to get into a whole bag of Haribo sweets. I quickly rang the vet and asked them what I should do. They asked how he was absolutely fine, just a little bloated, and they said just keep an eye on him, but he might get very thirsty, and also he may have a very fast sugar rush. But luckily for us, he was just bloated and he wasn't running around the house like a lunatic. So if your dog has ever eaten anything funny, leave your comments in the section down below. I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye!